It's another episode of Arcade Bottom Feeders. Number 16, in fact. Where we have scored yet another deal.
I can't keep a straight face when you're acting like that.
Anyway, I spied a non-working EM on it's a for sale site. I'm not going to say which one. I'm going to give out my secrets. Anyway, the individual wanted $200. I was hoping I could get it for $100. I was wrong. A lot of demand out there lately for some reason. What's up?
Yeah, multiple people in line behind you.
Yeah, stop trying to buy all my pinballs and arcades, please.
If you're new to our fake reality TV show, we pick up cheap games, Craigslist, Facebook, wherever we can. Usually broken ones.
I said don't tell the secrets.
Oh, secrets. And then we fix them up and we show you how we did it, what we did. It's usually a pretty easy process. Usually we don't have to do a whole lot of work. And that's what's fun about buying these cheap broken games.
It's not easy. It's very difficult. Do not try this at home. You could get electrocuted.
And so this one was non-working, right?
Totally dead. No lights, nothing. Usually you'll get the plug-in. When you plug it in, you'll get lights because it runs on a different circuit than the game usually.
AC.
So, but nothing. And it kind of worried me at first, but since it's electromechanical, you always start power, at least with arcades. And the EM, I'd say if you're getting nothing. Well, with the Williams game, there's one thing you might want to check every time, especially this era. This is 1975 with Toledo. Is when you do have it flipped on, go ahead and hit the left side. Sometimes that will turn the game on.
Some games it's how you power them on.
Right.
I've got 2 pinball machines now that were non-working, and all I had to do was hit that left flipper and they came on.
That's a great fix.
Gotta
This one
love
has actually an excellent description. This is a Toledo from 1975, 43 years old, named after a city in Spain. Oh. What are you doing? Alright, make up something while I do this, man. Oh, wait, it came up. Alright.
Hang on and let this damn attracts on. Alright.
Slim Strike only doing his thing. Okay, to entice you about this pinball. It's a Spanish woman. A dangerous beauty brings 2 men together for a duel. You've decided that you're ready to die for her love, but be careful. When you're lying in the street bleeding with a puncture wound to the heart,
Ooh, that's grainy.
she'll come up and spit on you. She only likes a winner. That was his interpretation of the game. We don't have interpretation of the game yet. We haven't played it.
We should have turned the lights on. The video is kind of grainy.
Whatever. Well,
It is.
Mystique.
It is what it is. Let's take a look at the machine.
So what I did to it, I got it home.
Got the flashlight handy.
Yeah, the battery's over here though. My dad's ready. Flashlight. Get it home, and first thing I checked was power. The cord coming into the machine. Well, I forget about the pinball. To remove it before you lift up your playfield vertically. So,
Let there be light.
down here in this monstrosity of switches and coils,
Right there.
the paracord wasn't hacked in 2 places. So I checked this connection here first, where these wire nuts were. It was fine. But as it came on into the machine, these connections here, once I got those apart, the wires were too short and they weren't making a connection inside the wire nut. Wouldn't get any power. So I stripped it painstakingly with some subpart strippers, which since I've now got
Upgraded.
Pro Edition strippers. I close it up. Calm down.
We definitely think it's a barn find. It's super dirty.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen worse, but
I asked the guy a few questions. He got kind of annoyed with my questions, but what else are you gonna do when you break down a pinball? Talk, right? Everyone I usually get one from has hauled it.
he
Legs
wasn't.
intact.
He wasn't a pinball guy.
No, he was a guy from Colombia.
So I guess I'll get over there on the side. You're gonna turn it on.
Yep. Once I put those wires together, flipped it on, came on just like that. It's not perfect by any means still. The playfield is in actually pretty good condition. It's got some weak spots up here. There's a little bit of paint missing. It's gonna be easy to fill since it's basically pink and what kind of blue is that?
Couple weak flippers.
Yeah, that's the biggest disadvantage right now is that the right flipper is really weak. All the other targets register. It's got 4 flippers. It was designed by Harry Williams, who's very famous.
3001 were made.
Exactly, 3001. I don't know who has that one though.
Are you actually gonna play it right now?
Well,
Just flip the ball and I'll play
I
one
can play
flipper.
a little bit here. I can come from the side.
What we're gonna do next is we're gonna take the flip. We don't have a flipper rebuild kit for these,
No,
So-
I did coil.
we're gonna. We don't know what we need yet. We're gonna take both flippers apart, both lower flippers. The upper one seemed fine, but we're gonna take the lower flippers apart, clean them, put them back together, make sure everything's securely attached, and see if that makes any difference. And kind of see how weak it is.
Because it's had 43 years of, probably hasn't been replaced, the coil in that flipper. It's very, very weak.
But it may not be the coil.
Yeah, it could be a variety of things.
Just that mechanism felt weak.
Yeah, and not sliding in and out easily. You got to clean it all up. There's a lot you need to do. And I'll probably break down and buy another coil.
Oh, I'm sure we'll do the right thing and actually rebuild it. This one we're not keeping this. This is Mike knows a guy who's looking for a couple older pinball machines, so.
Yeah.
We found this. We're going to do the due diligence and put a little work into it and sell him a good solid machine.
It's going to be a total Genway refurb.
Just calling people out, man.
Well,
All right, so we're going to go ahead and lift this up and clean some flippers, and we'll be back and let you know how that went.